Now, with so many recent NordVPN updates like the addition of threat protection and MeshNet becoming free, I think Nord remains at the top compared to the best VPNs out there. But it is still lacking some things like control over your kill switch on your Mac and iOS and the lack of split tunneling on those same devices. So today I'll be talking all about that and whether or not NordVPN is still a top contender in today's oversaturated VPN market. And before we begin, if at any point you want to go straight to the pricing or discounts, you'll find everything you need in the description down below. So the first thing we're going to go over is the logging policy and jurisdiction. NordVPN indeed has a transparent privacy policy, and they do promise to not collect any logs, and they do prove their claims in the third-party independent audit reports that they've conducted throughout the years. And if that's not enough, even when a server had been compromised, such as in Finland in 2018, no user credentials were exposed since Nord does not keep any logs, and immediately after that incident, Nord terminated their contract with the server provider and invited Versprite to run a prompt audit in order to spot any weaknesses in the server infrastructure, as well as quickly fix any potential issues, and so nothing of the sort has ever happened again since then. And NordVPN has also been conducting regular audits to this day to make sure they stay on top of everything. They also operate RAM-only servers, which basically means that there are no physical hard drives linked to the servers, which leaves little to no room for data to be stored in said servers. So overall, Nord's privacy policy is one of the best in the industry, and the independent audit reports do back up their claims, so you can be sure that your data is indeed in safe hands with NordVPN. Now, in terms of speed, keep in mind that the speed tests may differ from one ISP to another. It also depends on your location and how far you are from the servers you're connected to and a bunch of other servers. But even if your speed drops by 50%, that's actually still acceptable when connecting to servers that are on the other side of the globe. Though you'd be glad to know that with NordVPN's true WireGuard protocol called NordLynx, your speed drops will be maintained within the 10 to 20% or sometimes 25% range, although NordLynx made NordVPN arguably the fastest VPN in the industry, and it continues to dominate. In my tests, I never noticed any significant drops in speeds when connected to servers that are even on the other side of the globe. So performance-wise, NordVPN is most certainly at the top of its game, and gaming-wise, NordVPN works perfectly. I would just advise that you always connect to the VPN server that is closest to your game server to make sure that your ping remains as low as possible. And in terms of streaming and torrenting, Nord makes it so that you can do these tasks on any server without having to pick a specialized server, though you do have access to peer-to-peer specialty servers for maximum efficiency while torrenting if you would like so, of course. Now, for streaming, I've tried accessing multiple Netflix libraries and I had no problems whatsoever, specifically because NordVPN has a smart play feature that's specifically designed to give you access to all kinds of content that may not be available to you. It basically combines DNS with VPN technology to easily evade blocks while always maintaining your security. So yeah, Nord can easily access Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Hulu, BBC, Disney Plus, and everything else. So getting into the security features, I would say that NordVPN shines right here. You've got the NordLynx protocol and you have the option of OpenVPN, UDP, and TCP. Usually UDP will work with any network and TCP will work with difficult networks with firewalls, and other features like the kill switch, which cuts your internet connection when the VPN disconnects unexpectedly, as well as split tunneling, which lets you decide which apps are included or exempt from the VPN tunnel, though keep in mind that this feature again is not available for Mac users. You also get custom DNS for an easy way to change your DNS. For example, you can use the custom DNS servers for more parental controls on your router. Nord also offers DNS and IPv6 leak protection, and having tested Nord for potential leaks, as expected, of course, there were no leaks whatsoever. And additional features include specialty servers such as the dedicated IP servers, double VPN servers which encrypt your traffic twice for double encryption, obfuscated servers, which serve as servers that function in censorship-heavy countries if you're having trouble connecting to the regular servers of NordVPN, Onion over VPN for Tor users, and the previously mentioned peer-to-peer servers. You also get threat protection, which blocks ads trackers and protects your device from harmful files, acting like a little bit of a mini antivirus. You also get the MeshNet feature, which allows you to share files or get remote access over the encrypted network of NordVPN with people of your choosing. And one of the other benefits of MeshNet is you using your smart smartphone while on holiday and still appear online as if you're browsing from your home computer. Not to mention that Nord has been constantly updating and improving this feature while also making it free for everyone to use without needing a NordVPN subscription, which is really cool of them. Another great bonus feature is the dark web monitor, which will keep an eye out for leaked data that's linked to your email address, password, contacts, or any other personal details. And so there's a lot of features to tinker with, and each has its own utility and can be very useful depending on what you're doing, especially that you still get more than 5,800 servers in 60 countries. And while 60 countries may not seem like a lot, there are in fact enough servers on the map that you will most certainly find a server that works well near you, no matter where you are in the world. But if you're in China, you want to make sure that the kill switch is on and your protocol selection is set to auto and you're using the obfuscated servers so that it works properly. Otherwise, you might need to do some manual configuration to make NordVPN successfully bypass the Great Firewall of China in case you're in China. Compatibility wise, Nord works with all kinds of devices. You can secure up to 6 devices per subscription, not to mention that the user interface is very nice to look at, and you have a dark mode to rest your eyes a little bit. Now, one reason why NordVPN may not be suitable for you specifically, which I don't necessarily see as much of an issue practically speaking for most people, is the fact that split tunneling is not available on Mac. Another one will be the ability to turn off the kill switch is only available on Android 8.0 or later, but I'm pretty sure most of you have the later versions of Android. And on iOS and Mac, the kill switch feature is always on automatically, while Android and Windows users have the ability to turn it off. And if you don't see the always on VPN option in your Android settings, then know that there's a system level kill switch that's always on automatically. And another reason you might not want to go for Nord is if you want more advanced settings like more granular control over your protocols and what encryption methods they use. And this is not something I'd recommend for most people. If you're a more advanced user and this is an important feature for you to have, then you'll probably want to choose a different VPN. But besides that, I think NordVPN is an incredibly well-rounded VPN that offers a whole lot of value and features for the money. And from my experience, I guarantee a buffer-free streaming experience. I know a lot of you guys are looking for VPNs just for streaming, and you've got arguably the best VPN speeds in the industry, a solid no-logs policy with extra security layers and even more options for more privacy, which makes it ideal for torrenting. And as an added bonus, NordVPN is super easy to use. So ultimately, Nord is still a highly secure and fast VPN that works great no matter what you're using it for, and it does it all for a very reasonable price. Essentially, if you're looking for the best well-rounded VPN that packs a lot of value in the form of bonus features while still maintaining very high performance in privacy and security, then NordVPN will be right up your alley. Now, if you're interested in getting NordVPN for yourself, check the description down below. I'll include the best deal that I can find to drop the price even more. And of course, you are able to get a refund thanks to the 30-day money-back guarantee. And hopefully you guys know whether or not NordVPN is a good choice for you and your situation. Besides that, thank you guys very much for watching. And if you want to see more of these reviews, feel free to support me by liking the video and subscribing. The research, testing, and fact-checking does take quite a bit of effort, and it would make my day to see that you guys like what I do. And definitely comment below if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.